time is a very quiet partner in crime. For the festival, he was our no person. So, do you have fire extinguishers? How many do we need, Andy? Well, 28. Okay, well, we've got 2. Actually, we don't know where they are, so that's fine. But he, unfortunately, couldn't make the festival. So, basically, before I start, hopefully you're sat next to someone you don't know or don't know too well. You literally have 20 seconds. I want you to exchange names and your favourite thing in the world. Go. Ooh. Okay, now, later on, I want you to come up and tell me about that person, but later on, because I've only got like 5 minutes and there's quite a lot to cover. But basically, okay, now think of a sport that you've only ever done for 1 hour. It's got to be a bit of a crazy sport. So, anyone who's done a sport for only 1 hour, shout it out.
Badminton. Horse riding.
Okay, so there's a lot of sports that everyone's only ever done for an hour. I've only ever paddleboarded for an hour in Thailand, and I think I was pretty drunk at the time. So basically the reason I wanted you to talk to each other was, so I met a guy called Andy on one of the YesStories campouts last summer. Basically we would do this thing where we all sat in a circle throughout the evening, and we just kind of talked about why we were there, usually what dinner we'd brought, and if we got something to share, and if we hadn't, why not? And also what our passion projects were, so what we were really passionate about, what we were going for, what we were looking back on, what we were trying to change in our lives, and how we could help each other do that. It's all about this community. I'm part of the S Tribe, I'm part of Project Awesome, and literally in the last year they have completely changed my life. It's amazing. But basically, I don't remember this at all, but apparently I said that I wanted to do some kind of expedition on water. And Andy was like, yeah, I'll get involved. I have no recollection of this conversation. So a week later, we actually met in a pub to meet for Elise, who we were just listening to earlier, fabulous woman. But we were meeting to kind of support her and encourage her, and it was a bunch of her friends. And we were talking about holidays we'd done, and we were talking about adventures, and we were talking about sports, and Andy had done paddleboarding. He's only done it for 2 hours, so we've got 3 hours between the two of us. And also just rivers, because we were like, there's a lot of beautiful rivers and lakes in the world, and basically by the end of that evening over a pint we'd shook hands. We were going to go and paddleboard the Danube. That was way back in October. Kind of talked about it. Opportunity arose for me to leave my job, opportunity arose for Andy to sell part of his business. Opportunity arose and we both said yes, and we grabbed it. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't have said yes without actually about half the people in this room right now tonight. You guys know who you are. You literally made me, in the most amazing, supportive way, do this. So basically, we decided to do it. We quit our jobs. We set up this. No, okay, Andy set up the website. I didn't do that. I'm crap at social media. I'm learning. I just got Twitter on my phone today. Have no idea how to use it, so watch out. And basically, we said, yeah, we're going to do this. And then come New Year, there was a whole bunch of tribe people up in Scotland, 17 of us all together. And suddenly Andy and I looked at each other and went, shit, it's 2016. It's the year we're going to do this. We go in 6 weeks' time. So we are going to paddleboard the longest river in Europe. It goes through more countries than any other river in the world. So that's 10 countries. Wow. I nearly know all of them. I learned today that Moldova, we go through Moldova. And it goes through 4 capital cities. 3. I know 3 of them. So that's quite exciting. Basically, we fly out to Germany, near Stuttgart, where I actually used to live, and we end up going 3,000 kilometers later, we end up going into the Black Sea, just outside of Hungary. What we want to make sure is that you guys know that this is not our journey. I mean, yeah, there's 2 of us on a paddleboard if I haven't killed him by like the end of the first month, and if you're watching this, I apologise. But basically, this is our journey. So my latest blog on our website was all about community, and I cannot emphasize that enough. The Yes Tribe, Project Awesome, Escape the City, they're all part of this, as Dave nicknamed it, the Super Tribe. The Super Tribe is about embracing life, I think. It's not about quitting your job. It's not about going off and having some crazy adventure. I'm really lucky I can go and do this. Well, try and do this. You're going to watch some of the videos of us standing on our boards really, really soon. We're going out in like a week's time. It's going to be so ridiculously stupid. So watch your eyes out for the blog. But basically what I'm trying to say is, if you've got someone next to you, you just learn their name, you just learn what their favourite thing is, help them get that favourite thing. If it's a pizza, go to Domino's on the way home. You know, if it's a beer, buy them a pint, or, you know, a half pint, depending how drunk they already are. But basically, we have this opportunity to help each other become even more of what we already are. I'm not saying you're crap at all. God, you're some of the most inspirational people I've ever met, and this is like, I've only met some of you really recently. Just think how much further we could be in a year. So over the next, well, in 6 weeks' time, but over that 3 months, Andy and I are going to be blogging. We're going to be doing some video footage. We're going to be writing a whole load of stuff. And we're going to be taking it slow. We want to meet people. We want to talk to people. We want to get a bunch of kids on paddleboards who've never even seen a paddleboard before. We want to explore this place, explore that place. We want to eat lots of cake. Elise, you're so right. Like, I mean, we're starting the Schwarzwald. It's where, you know, the Black Gatto's from. Come on. So basically, all we're saying is get involved. If you like to kayak, if you like to cycle, if you like to walk, if you want to try paddleboarding, come out and join us for a week. Come out and join us for a month, whatever, 2 days. Come and get involved. But you can, follow us as we go into sub-zero temperature in Germany in March. Well done, Kate, for choosing that as a start date, and going all the way through to June. So, yeah, there's so much that I wanted to say tonight, and some of you knew that I was quite nervous about talking, so I've never done this before. But basically, the reason why I was nervous was because I wanted to say that the Yes Tribe, in such an extraordinary way, has completely changed my life. It's made me realise that community does exist, even in London, which is apparently one of the loneliest places to live. Not quite as bad as New York, but it's getting there. And I don't think it's lonely at all. It's become my home, which I would never have thought it would be. It's an extraordinary place. It's a place full of yeses. It's a place full of people who stretch you and sort out your back. It's a place full of people who organise impact marathons. It's a place full of people who have a job that it is to jump into ball pits. Greg thought, how the hell you have that as a job? I have no idea. But basically what I wanted to say is, if you're not involved in the Yes Tribe, get involved. It's amazing, and we would love you to be involved in our journey, so come check us out.